All right, guys, welcome back to the GSMC Golf Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. We're going into our fifth and final segment of the night, talking about my picks and predictions for the RBC Canadian Open. Who can win this one? Who is really still in contention after the first day, and some of the best bets that you guys can make for the RBC Canadian Open. The first name I have to talk about is, of course, Sam Burns going up. He is the most tour known pro at the top of this kind of leaderboard, maybe Robert McIntyre. But I think Sam Burns has the best chance right now. Of course, 7 under through the first day, tied for second right now, right behind David Skins. I'm not going to be talking about David Skins because I haven't seen him do it in the past, so I don't have faith in the future. However, he definitely can win this one. Starting in 62 is very, very impressive for David Skins, but where I would be putting my money is not on him. It would absolutely be being on Sam Burns right now. He is one of the best strokes gained just in total. He has such a complete game besides around the green, which a lot of easy shots onto the green, not a lot of dog legs here. A lot of straight shots means you're going to make greens more often than not on this course. About 70% is what we're expecting the greens in regulation to be. So Sam Burns can definitely capitalize on that, not being in bunkers and around the green. He's 131st around the green, however, approaching 59th off the tee, 40th strokes gained total, 38th putting, 51st. Everywhere else has been very good in his game, and if he could just get it to go for an entire tournament, I can definitely see him pulling out the win. So Sam Burns is definitely the one that I would be putting my money on to win right now. The second guy we have to talk about, and of course we have to talk about him, Rory McIlroy, the number 3 golfer in the world, right behind Xander Schauffele, who just won the PGA Championship, and Scotty Scheffler, who is going to be the world golf number 1 for a very long time. Rory McIlroy, number 3, off the tee, 3rd. Strokes gained total, 3rd. Putting been his weak spot, 65th. Approaching the green, 35th. Around the green, 73rd. What did I say about Sam Burns? We're not really looking at around the green right now for this tournament because the approach shots are a little bit easier than most. So you're going to make your greens and regulations a lot more. And Rory McIlroy definitely has the potential to drive a lot of these par 4s and get on the green in 2 on these par 5s. So Rory McIlroy definitely would be, and he is, of course, the odds-on favorite. Right now, after the first day on DraftKings Sportsbook, he's at plus 260. Sam Burns plus 360. Those are the two guys that I wrote down before the day even started. So Rory McIlroy and Sam Burns were my top 2, and they look like they definitely could be. Sam Burns, a top 5 minus 125, I think is a pretty good bet. I probably wouldn't put money on Rory McIlroy plus 260 right now. Instead, maybe Sam Burns plus 360, maybe a Robert McIntyre plus 1200, who is also playing very well. But going forward, Sahith Theegala is my next one. He had a very rough day today, plus 4, but Sahith Theegala has been playing very well. Official World Golf Ranking number 12, FedEx Cup number 5th in the FedEx Cup, has had a very good year so far. And we saw last year Nick Taylor having an opening round 75 at the RBC Canadian Open, being able to recover from an opening round 75 and win the whole thing. So Sahith Theegala is not out of this one. The 26-year-old, very favorited on the tour, sponsored by RBC. So he definitely can win this one. A couple of bad holes on 14 and 15 makes this card look a lot worse than it actually was. But for him, he is, of course, not the best, but the 4th best putter in the world. Strokes gained total is number 5. Stroke gained off the tee, 23rd. Approaching the green, 24th. It's only about time that he gets his second career win on tour, and he definitely can do it this weekend. Unfortunate that he is now, 12 back of the lead. That is a long way to go, but you are not that far off, as he does have 3 more days to do it. So Sahith Theegala is my next guy. When you're looking at Sahith Theegala's odds, it's very far down here, which is why I might like this even a little bit more, maybe a top 10 for him, as he is right now plus 50,000 to win and plus 2,200 to be in the top 10. I don't think that's awful. He will definitely make the cut. another name that I would be looking at, Nick Taylor, who won this one last year. He finishes 2 over on the day, finished last year's opening round 75. So he's already ahead of last year's opening round. Nick Taylor is, and he won it. So plus 60,000. Not the worst number in the world. Plus 7,500 for a top 5 and plus 2,500 for a top 10 isn't bad. Maybe a top 10 for him or Sahith Theegala would be my long shots that I would be at right now. As Nick Taylor doesn't have the most impressive polygon on PGAtour.com. However, he is 53rd in strokes gained total, putting 30th, and approaching the green 52nd. His driver and his around the green play brings him down a lot in his overall statistics. However, once again, around the green doesn't really matter at Hamilton Country Club. Of course, it does matter, but in terms of other courses, around the green play isn't the most important. And then talking about David Skins just a little bit, this is why I'm not impressed by his polygon, and this is why I want to trust him to win this one. It's 64th in approaching the green, 109th off the tee, 96th in total strokes gained, 94th in putting, and 111th around the green. Doesn't have the most impressive of statistics for David Skins, so I would kind of be cautious about him. Sean O'Hare is the third guy kind of that separated themselves from the pack. He has 4 wins on tour. Of course, those all coming all coming a decade ago. In 2011 was his last win at the RBC Canadian Open. He also won at the Quail Hollow Championship, so he does have a lot of good course wins on his in his career, but the 41-year-old not impressing, or he does impress me, but not gonna be the guy I put my money on to win this one this week. Maybe a Robert McIntyre at 6 under is another good name. The thing that's hard about this RBC Canadian Open is there's no big names in the field really besides Rory McIlroy, so you got to talk about him. Of course, that's why the odds are shaped up the way they are. Winning the most recent tournament at Hamilton Country Club, and him being the only one in the official World Golf Ranking top 10 to be in this tournament really goes into that. But Robert McIntyre, 27-year-old, hasn't won on tour yet. Definitely could break through with this one. He has won a second place finish, but Robert McIntyre has been kind of impressive on tour this year, so I wouldn't be shocked. Off the tee, he's been pretty good, 53rd off the tee. His other statistics don't really back that up. 77th in strokes gained total. He does play under par in strokes gained total, so Robert McIntyre definitely can win this one, but there is a reason that Rory McIlroy is the overwhelming favorite, and it's because he is by far and away the best golfer in this field by a long shot. Not discrediting anybody at all, just that Rory McIlroy is a special level golfer, and these other guys are very good golfers. Of course, very, very good golfers. They are PGA pros. But when you're talking about Rory McIlroy, he is just a step above all these guys. So that is my picks and predictions. I would say avoid the plus 260 for a winner. I don't love it, especially because he's 4 strokes back. But minus 175 to be top 10 or top 5 isn't bad. Sam Burns also has pretty good lines, and then Sahith Theegala and Nick Taylor a little bit more down the board. Their scorecards from today might scare you, but you gotta do long shots in fields like this because you never know. Especially since those two are definitely proven pros. Of course, Nick Taylor not winning on the same course last year, but winning this event last year does factor into this a little bit more. And you might want to just put your money on a Canadian because this is the RBC Canadian Open, and a lot of these guys do get up a lot more for this tournament than others. Avoid Mike Ware. That would be my other. And he won the Masters in 2003. That was 21 years ago. So that would be my other little tidbit here. But that will actually wrap it up for our GSMC Golf Podcast on this Thursday. If you guys would like to join me tomorrow is my GSMC Hockey Podcast, where we'll be talking about the Rangers and Panthers game that is currently ongoing. But that will wrap it up for my GSMC Golf Podcast today, presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your guys' support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show, leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you all once again, and have a wonderful day.